You all know how much I love a good packing essentials video, and I have watched probably hundreds of them. And I have to be honest with you, I don't pack half of those things. Sleeping masks, merino wool, they're always the same list, and it's not my list. So today, I'm going to give you 10 things that I actually put into my bag every single trip. Things I've tested in real life on real trips that generally make the difference. And one of them, item number 10, I have never seen another travel creator talk about. You're going to want to stick around till the end. And if you're interested, stay tuned. Now, I have been traveling with just carry-on years, and everything on this list fits inside my 2 bags. And these 10 items are a big part of why that works. So let's get into it. Number 1, and I know everybody says this, but there's a reason everybody says it. And there's a kitten for every purpose. LE. A dead phone is just not convenient. Your boarding pass is there, your hotel confirmation is on there, your navigation is on there. And a dead phone can definitely derail you for the day. Now, that being said, I'm not talking about hauling around a big, massive power bank like I used to. There's these little ones that are lightweight and fit right inside the front pocket of my personal item bag. And this little one comes with its own charging cable and has 2 extra ports here, so I can share this with my husband. And that's why I really like it. So always travel with a battery bank and also make it a small one. Item number 2 is a universal plug adapter. Now, I used to travel with this big one, but now I just travel with this little one. And you want it to have a lot of ports at the bottom, and this one actually acts as a charging station, both at home and on the road. So I actually get a lot of use out of this plug adapter. So it does serve dual duty. This one can serve 120 countries and comes with a whole pile of plugs here at the bottom and here in the front. So you can charge everything that you need to at one time, but definitely you do need a plug adapter, and one that would serve 120 countries would be the best. Number 3, I have never seen on anyone's list, and that's this. It's a magnifying light-up mirror, and it's a small one. And why do I say that this is a must-have? Well, if you ever tried to get your makeup on in the bathroom with the bathroom light, you might have noticed it's a little hard to see what's going on in there because the lighting's so strange. It's all overhead lighting or in-your-face lighting. And when you get to a certain age, you might have a little problem with your eyesight. So this one has both regular magnification and 10 times magnification, which really is a lifesaver when you're trying to get on your makeup. And it's nice and small, as I mentioned before. It also has different light variations. So if you tap here, you see it's bright, and it changes color, and it changes color again. Now, when you get to a color that you like, you can hold your finger there and it'll make it dimmer, or it'll make it brighter. Then you just tap it to turn off. Now, I find this invaluable because A, it doesn't take up a lot of room in my suitcase. I mean, it's pretty small. And B, I can actually put all my makeup in the lighting that I want to put it on, and I'm not hanging over a vanity trying to apply my mascara or eyeliner. I got this, and I do this in the comfort of my room. And when you're done using this cute little mirror, it has its own little bag that it fits into, so nice and neat. One charge lasts me at least a week, if not longer, so I don't have to worry about constantly charging it up. So this is one item that I take with me no matter where I go. Item number 4 is an AirTag. Now, this one might surprise you because you're thinking, Perry, you travel carry-on only. Why do you need an AirTag? But sometimes a gate agent looks at your carry-on bag and thinks they need to be gate checked because they think the bag is too big. And when that happens, you want to know exactly where your bag is. And even if your carry-on is going into the hold for just one flight, these AirTags, they give you peace of mind. So this is item number 5. As a matter of fact, it's a collection of item number 5. They're my crossbody bags. I have my little baby one here, my middle-sized one here, and my big daddy here. And I have quite a few because they change for each kind of trip. These do about 3 jobs all in once. First job is security. When I'm walking around through a busy train station or or a crowded marketplace, my bag is in front of me, it's close to my body, and it's not going anywhere. And that matters, especially when you're traveling solo. Also, I like to buy ones that are RFID protected, so I don't have to take a special wallet along with me. And I don't have to worry about bad actors scanning my bag and having my credit cards exposed, because I've actually seen it happen in real life, and it's really kind of freaky. The second job this bag does is that it's my in-flight comfort bag, and I'll show you. I have everything in here that I'm going to need for my flight, plus my passport and my tickets. And I even have items in here like my tushy cushion and my slippers for the plane. And you wouldn't think you could get so much into such a little bag. And all I do is I take this bag out of my personal item bag and I stick it next to me, and I have everything that I need for the flight. The third job it can do is take the place of your personal item bag. Now, let me explain. When you're traveling with a full-size backpack, you already have something on your back. You're not going to put another bag in front of you or sling it across your shoulder, big heavy bag. So what I do is I take this bag, which is my travel-on bag, and I put everything that I need for the flight in this bag, plus extras. And believe it or not, I can even stuff a jacket in here, and put my rain, and I can put my umbrella in here. I can put a lot of stuff into this bag. And so, in that way, this bag is doing more than dual duty. Now, a lot of people are now calling this 1.5 bag travel. And it is, because this is your 0.5. And you are allowed to take this because your backpack, if it's a full-size backpack, counts as your carry-on bag. And this counts as your personal item. And then I'm using that crossbody bag once I arrive at my destination for when I'm out and about in the city. So in that way, it's one bag doing 3 jobs. And you know how much I like that. Number 6, and this is where I'm going to say something different than you usually hear from all the other travel channels. And that is this. You constantly hear travel creators talking about merino wool. And look, I get it. Merino wool is great, but it's not for everyone. And for a lot of us who have a wool allergy, merino wool is just a no-go. It's also very expensive. So let's talk a little bit about bamboo clothing, because bamboo clothing has become my go-to for travel. Bamboo is incredibly soft, softer than merino wool in my opinion. It's naturally moisture wicking, it's hypoallergenic, which matters for a lot of us. It provides UV protection, and it stays surprisingly fresh between wears. Now, is it perfect? No. It doesn't last quite as many wears as merino wool does before you need to wash it. But for my packing system with my laundry kit, which we're going to get to in a little bit, it works beautifully. Once you try bamboo, I think you're going to love it. So now let me show you the variety of bamboo clothing there is out there. You have this really great little bamboo hoodie that actually goes into its own pocket, and you can pack it away nice and easy to take out with you when you're going on your adventures. You have long and short sleeve tops like this. It just is so soft and buttery. There's bamboo pants, and I bet you didn't expect that. And these are so comfortable, and they keep you warm when you want to be warm, and they keep you cool when you need to be cool. There's bamboo socks. And I have to tell you, I know some of you are going to go, ew. I can wear these socks for 4 days, and they don't smell. They just don't. I don't always do that, but I can in a pinch. And there's bamboo underwear. These I do not wear 4 days in a row. I do like to keep clean underwear on me. But that's quite a variety of bamboo clothing there is out there. And if you look, you'll find almost anything that you can buy in merino wool in bamboo. Now, item number 7 is a day pack. I happen to have 3 of them. And you might have seen these show up on my Amazon Prime Day, and there's a reason for this. Nothing beats a day pack, and let me tell you why. I'm going to open this one up now. First off, I can put in here anything that I need for the day when I'm going out, and I love that. The second thing is, if I'm going grocery shopping, I can just shove it in here, and I don't have to take an additional little bag along with me. This becomes my shopping bag. Third thing, my husband and I have used this for unexpected detours. Now, what I mean by that is that when someone says to us, hey, you know, if you go over here, there's a great vineyard, but it's a day away. Well, sometimes my husband and I throw a day's worth of clothing into this bag because it will hold a whole day's, if not more than that, worth of clothing. And we go to another hotel unexpectedly, and then we have everything that we need in this bag, including our toiletries, our clothing, a change of clothing. It's all in here. And that is wonderful in itself. The final thing that makes a day pack so wonderful is if you bought an awful lot of souvenirs and you have no more room in your carry-on or your personal item bag. This bag then can hold all those extras, and you don't have to worry about buying a bag last minute. You have your day pack. And that's why a day pack is in every one of our packs, always. And if you have a travel essential that you never go without, something that didn't make my list, please drop that down in the comment section down below. I really love hearing from all of you and what your suggestions are, and I've learned so much from my viewers' comments. And if you happen to have found this video helpful or you enjoyed it anyway, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, because that tells YouTube that you enjoy my content and you would like more of it delivered to you. Now, I hinted at this before. This is my laundry kit. This is item number 8. And this is a non-negotiable for me if you're traveling carry-on only for more than about 5 days. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Perry, doing laundry on my vacation doesn't exactly sound like a vacation. But let me reframe that for you. Packing fewer clothes means a lighter bag, and a lighter bag means less stress at the airport, less stress on my back, and frankly, more room for me to do shopping. My kit is simple. I use any little bag, and I just happen to have mine in this black bag. I always have a Tide pen in here. I have this hanging line that doesn't need any clips. Let me show you how it works. You put this inside your shower, and they have suction cups, and you just suck it onto the side of the shower. And because it's twisted like this, you untwist a little piece of it. You stick in what needs to be dried in between the little twists like this, and you can hang a ton of stuff on this drying line. But wait, there's more. I keep 4 foldable hangers in there. Now, I know a lot of you are going to ask, why foldable hangers? Because a hotel has hangers in it, right? There is a reason. The hangers can be either dirty, or they could have a stain or finish on them that transfers onto your wet clothing. And how do I know this? Because it's happened to me. And you can't get those stains out. I've tried. It's a horror. So I started to use these foldable hangers, and they're actually really cool. At least these are. I like these because they have so many purposes. So I can hang like something off of here, or I can put a full piece garment here, or I can use these clips and hang socks off of it. And with 4 of them, you can dry an awful lot of stuff. And I never wash that much at any one time. I also have a toothbrush. So when I have a really bad stain, I use the toothbrush to get in there and work the stain out. Because if you don't, an old stain is a harder stain to remove. Now, a couple of other items I'm going to discuss here. If you have slightly stinky armpits, there's always vodka. And I'm not kidding you. Vodka removes the smell from your clothing. Now, all I do is I take an empty spray bottle with me, and when I'm at the hotel room, I fill it up with some cheap vodka. And when my clothing smells a little stale, I spray it down with vodka, and it smells totally fresh. And it doesn't smell like vodka. It just smells fresh. The other thing that I like to do is, and you probably notice that nowhere in this setup, is laundry detergent.
Now that's because
I either use my shampoo or bar of soap, or my preferred method is to buy a small container of laundry detergent at a local little store. And that way I keep my clothing clean. Now I know some of you are going to ask, why don't you use laundry sheets? I find that they stick together once your hands get wet, and then they become hard to manage. And that's why I don't tend to use laundry sheets. Now, if they're your thing, be my guest, use them. But I'm telling you what works for me. And so doing laundry on the road is not such a big deal. And that's why that little bag of tricks goes with me everywhere. Number 9, and this one is mine. I mean that literally. I created this system myself, and I have been refining it for years. I call it my SAPHE Box. That stands for Supplies and Pharmaceuticals Essentials. It goes with me on every single trip, no exceptions. Inside this little bag, I have everything that I need in case something goes sideways on my trip. I have repair supplies, tenacious tape, a mini sewing kit for when something tears or you lose a button, and duct tape for quick repairs. I have a solid first aid kit in here for blisters and cuts and things that happen when you're out and about walking in a city. I have all the pharmaceuticals in here that you need at 2 o'clock in the morning when nothing is open and you're in Paris, like Pepto-Bismol or ibuprofen or Tylenol or Benadryl. That's all in here. And there's even a dental kit in here. Now I know you're going to want to know why I'm traveling with a dental repair kit. And the answer is I lost my crown on a trip and I didn't have anywhere to repair my tooth and I had to wait till I got home to see the dentist. And that really sucked. And my dentist told me about these dental repair kits and now I never leave home without one. Now I have an entire video dedicated to exactly what's in this box, how I packed it, and why every item is in there. I'll link it in the description below and in the cards, which you'll see above. But the short version is this. Experienced travelers are prepared, and this little bag is how I stay prepared. Okay, so here's number 10, and this is the one I mentioned from the very beginning. It's a portable sound machine. Now, no one talks about this, and I don't know why. And if you don't know why you need one, hear me out. Now, I know in past videos, I've joked about Matt and his snoring and him keeping me up at night, but there is another reason to have one of these. Picture this, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I can hear clearly the TV from the room next door. Or my room is situated over a kitchen and I can hear all the clanging of the pots and pans going on down there below me. And then I can't sleep. And I am not a happy trooper because I like my sleep. And bad sleep on a trip doesn't just make you tired. It affects everything. Your patience, your energy level for walking, your ability to actually enjoy where you are. This little device is small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. It runs all night on a single charge and it drowns out all the noise completely. Now, why a sound machine over using your phone's app? Sound machines generally are superior to phone apps for sleep because they have higher quality speakers designed for masking sound. They have better volume control, and that's really important. They don't have distortion. And because they're dedicated to drowning out sound, unlike your phone, you'll have uninterrupted operation. That also eliminates the potential issues like your battery drain, your phone overheating, and uninterrupted sleep from unexpected notifications or calls. And that's what makes this different from using your phone app. Now, before I wrap this up, I want to adjust something because I know someone's going to leave me a comment that says, hey, you forgot the sleep mask or something like that. Now, the reason there is no sleep mask on my list is because I don't use a sleep mask. But if you wear a sleep mask, do you wear that sleep mask because it's important to you. This is just my list of my favorite items that I take with me. And many of these I have not seen covered by most other travel channels. And that's why I did this video. Everything mentioned today has been real life tested by me. Now, everything I mentioned in today's video will be linked in the description down below, so you can find it easily. And if you want to learn more about my SAPHE Box, check out this video over here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.